I think many of you already know that very soon we'll be able to write a letter to Santa where we can request any rod. I've already made 3 videos where I covered 15 rods that are absolutely worth requesting, but in the comments under every single one of those videos, I keep seeing the same question over and over again: Polaris Serenade or Nate's Blade? For many players, this turned into a real dilemma. So in this video, I'll try to give you a final answer on which one you should choose. Polaris Serenade. The first rod we'll break down is Polaris Serenade. I think most players would agree that Polaris Serenade is a fan favorite in Fish. It was available for a limited time, and only a small number of players managed to obtain it due to its difficult quest line. Yes, this rod was obtained through a chain of quests in the music venue location. It stands out not only because of its beautiful design, but also because of its powerful abilities. Polaris Serenade provides plus 30% progress speed, 4% chance to cause multiple particles to fall, rapidly adding progress. Every 72 seconds, the player receives a fish with 100% chance for quiet, plus 3% chance for shiny, plus 3% chance for sparkling. Every perfect catch reduces the timer by 24 seconds. It's also important to mention that this rod has its own exclusive mutation, Serene, which increases fish value. These parameters make Polaris Serenade an excellent choice as a main rod. However, you should also know that this rod requires level 1000 to be used. This can be a serious limitation for lower level players. Until you reach level 1000, you won't even be able to equip it. Another important detail: the Serene mutation will soon be required to obtain a new rod similar to Polaris Serenade called Estrella Serenade. Here's how the control bar looks on this rod. When combined with strong enchants like Rage or Sea Prince, Polaris Serenade easily becomes a top-tier main rod. For money farming specifically, I'd recommend Sea Overlord or Sea Prince. Unfortunately, I don't personally own this rod, so I can't show it in action. On screen, you can see its stats and additional information. I think that should be enough for you to draw your own conclusions.
Bruh, woozy.
Just give me re-rod and that's all.
Nate's Blade. Now let's move on to Nate's Blade. This rod was available every weekend in the black market for a price of 3 billion coins. After the economy rework, its price was reduced to 200 million coins, making it accessible to many more players. Nate's Blade has a large number of passive abilities and guaranteed mutations. Its passive steadily increases the size of the control bar during each catch, making the rod more stable over time. Every fish caught receives a 100% weight bonus. And remember, fish value is directly affected by weight. Each catch guarantees one of 3 mutations: Lumpy, Rockstar, or Bubblegum. Equal chances. 25% chance per fish movement to stab for plus 6% progress. A permanent plus 50% progress speed. Here's what each of those mutations looks like. The main feature of this rod is its control. It keeps growing larger and larger, making fish catches easier every second, from the easiest fish to the hardest ones. You could honestly call Nate's Blade an away from keyboard rod because you barely need to click at all. Currently, this rod has 3 different skins, which you can see on screen. And let me address a common comment right away. Because this rod always applies its own mutations, any other mutation you might roll will be overridden. This means you cannot obtain any mutations other than those 3 while using Nate's Blade. On screen, you can see its base stats and mutation information. Now it's time to sum everything up. On screen, you can see a comparison of both rods, along with screenshots taken during their usage. Here's my personal opinion. Polaris Serenade is better for players who missed it originally, as well as for those aiming to obtain the new secret rod. It's an excellent long-term main rod that will help you catch almost anything in the game. Nate's Blade is better suited for collectors, newer players, or people who simply don't want to click their mouse all the time. With this rod, I can guarantee you won't lose a single fish unless you intentionally try to. Now, I want to hear from you. Did I help you make a decision between these 2 rods, or are you still unsure? Make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to the channel so we can keep growing together. And by the way,
Please ask Loretto to finally give me my favorite re-rod.